I'm going to come to the issue of people of the country. Is this a people's movement? But Gaurav Bhatia, you've been very patient. You've listened to three critics. And in a sense, the three critics versus you is the manner in which the debate is being shaped increasingly. Modi government versus all in terms of the opposition towards the farmers' movement. Would you concede today that this is one issue on which the government, at least politically, seems increasingly isolated, politically?
So Rajdeep, first of all, thank you for always believing in the BJP spokesperson, that you call us alone, but you call representatives from three other parties, and then you want a very balanced debate. But I congratulate you because you believe in us so much. I take strong objection when Mr. Mullah says that you are part of the Godi media. He said Godi media and you were smiling. Are you part of the Godi media?
No, he didn't refer to me. You don't have to.
No, he was saying,
I know exactly who is the Godi media. Don't give me lectures on Godi media. Please focus on the real issue, sir.
I am no one to give you lectures.
Please, no certificates. I don't need certificates from any politician. After 34 years in journalism, I do not need certificates from you or anyone.
I am not in the business of giving certificates, Rajdeep. You are the one. Drink water, enjoy now. Now let the debate start. Yeah, thank you. So my questions to all three of them, I'll start with the Congress. Have you ever seen a manifesto of a party that is different in English and then it is different in Hindi? I have copies of both in my hand just to prove you, because it's hard to believe the BJP for you. So in English, serial number 11, do you know what they say? 2019 Lok Sabha election. They say Congress will repeal the Agricultural Produce Market Committees Act. But in Hindi, they say we will amend. Nevertheless, they were to do with the APMC market what Modi ji has done. He has created an alternate market space for the farmers. Nobody can oppose that. Second, the hypocrisy of politics. I will go to Aam Aadmi Party. In my hand is the notification by Arvind Kejriwal, dated 23rd of November 2020, giving effect to the provisions of the act that have been passed. Mr. Yogendra Yadav, being very close to Arvind Kejriwal at some time, maybe can shed some light. Third, Sharad Pawar, you have already mentioned, when he was the agriculture minister and the crops were rotting, the Supreme Court directed, give it to the poor people. He was writing letters to the chief ministers of the state that APMC should be amended. Fourth, Akalis. Do you know ordinance was passed on 6th of June 2020? Akalis were with us. Their tallest leader, Prakash Singh Badal, said that the ordinances are good for the farmers. After a few months, on 27th of September 2020, they left the alliance. So is it not a U-turn and hypocrisy? Now let's come to the Samajwadi Party. Do you know the senior most member, the founding member of Samajwadi Party, Mulayam Singh Yadav, was part of the Agriculture Committee? Ravi Shankar Prasad ji today said this. Did he make a suggestion? No, Rajdeep. He couldn't have made a suggestion. You know why? Because out of the 28 meetings that took place for deliberation, he attended nil, 0 meetings. Now these very people come out and then they question us. Now about the farmers. Narendra Modi ji has made it very clear that farmers are the pride of our country. They are the backbone, and we will ensure that their pride is taken care of. Meaningful dialogues are taking place.
So why is that? Why? So why? If all that you are saying, and nobody denies that, as I said, where you stand in politics depends on where you sit. If all of that is true, why Gaurav Bhatia, are the farmers coming on the street? Why is there a Bharat Bandh? Why not at least concede somewhere that you have not been able to either communicate your laws to the farmers, or you have, in a sense, been unable to tackle the vested interests, as some are calling it, within the Kisan community? I want to understand somewhere. Do you concede a political mishandling or not?
Rajdeep, I would only say this, that first of all, this is a very sensitive government. 5 rounds of dialogue, and the 6th one will also take place. And we are very, very optimistic that a solution will be reached. Now, when you say what is the reason for the protest, let me with utmost respect say, there are around 15 crore farmers in the country and their dependents also, their family members. I don't think the entire farming community is out on the road, but yes, there is a sizable farming community and we need to address and assuage their feelings also.
Did you underestimate, I want a direct answer, did you underestimate the extent of farmer anger? All of this dialogue could have taken place before passing the laws. You pass the laws, create a fait accompli, and then expect the farmers to fall in line. They have chosen not to.
Okay. So, Rajdeep, there are two things that you are asking me. First of all, you are asking me why this issue. So let me tell you.
No, not why this issue. Did y'all miss?
Yes, I am responding. Listen to me.
In some way, underestimate the scope of farmer anger. Straight answer.
It is the Congress that will underestimate the strength of the agrarian community, not the BJP. We know their strength. They are the ones who ensure that every person gets food to eat. So we have not underestimated. And when the ordinances were brought, there were consultations made. After that also, I can tell you, there was engagement with more than 90 lakh farmers through webinars. I'm telling you, why are you getting impatient? Why are you getting impatient?
The farmers group say no one was consulted. No major farmer groups were consulted.
Should I be quiet or are you getting impatient?
I'm asking you a question.
So I'm answering. Have the patience. The same way you did not speak in between when others were speaking.
Not true.
Do you not like the BJP spokesperson? I'll be quiet.
I like your new beard as well. Go ahead.
Thank you. Yeah. So I'm telling you, Ravi Shankar Prasad ji also gave the numbers. Please follow that press conference. But offhand, I can tell you, through webinars, because of COVID, there was engagement with 90 lakh farmers, ordinance, and the passage of time when the acts were passed by the parliament. And even during the process of bringing the ordinance, there was interaction. Now, my point is simple. It can also be said that they are middlemen. There are parties like the Congress who always believe in ensuring the interest of the middlemen is protected. And that is why there are people who come out to protest. They are not so sizable in numbers that we need to say that the entire farming community is protesting. We will find solutions. Have faith in the government.
Okay. You made a point, entire farming community, and let me get each one of you, starting with you.